Hello and welcome to our Pokemon Showdown team building sessions. This is part 21 and today we're going to do something a little bit different. As last week's episode didn't go up properly, I decided, you know what, we need to do something. We need to do something to make sure that we have something just to grab your attention again. So we're going to be running a gimmick set Riolu team. And this is going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So we're going to be in the RU tier, which, admittedly, we don't have to be. Riolu is in Little Cup, unsurprisingly. But I felt like doing RU because this way we get to see a fair amount of Pokemon and we get to see how Riolu compares in a more competitive environment than if we just stick it in PU and just destroy everything. So, this is a gimmick set, so I'm going to have to explain how this works. Firstly, it's going to have a focus sash, because if its defenses, they're not great. They're not great defenses. The idea is we go down to 1 HP and we can always take an attack. The reason this is going to work is because of its hidden ability, Prankster, which is an incredible ability, which basically means certain moves will go first no matter what, like Quick Attack. You can have a really slow Pokemon use Quick Attack, a bit like the Fear method. Except this time, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going with Reversal, so we get hit by an attack, Reversal goes off, which does more damage the less HP you have, so ideally Focus Sash brings us down to 1 HP, then we hit Reversal, that becomes a 300 base power move, 200 at 1 HP, and Stab from the fighting typing. Then we can combo that with Copycat, which gains the Prankster boost. That's going to mean we're going to have back-to-back 300 base power moves from a base 70 attack Pokemon, which is pretty good for a baby Pokemon, and it's reasonable, especially when combined with that kind of power behind the move. It's stronger than a Talonflame's Brave Bird, to put it into perspective, and that's something. So, because of that, because we want to get taken down as low as we possibly can, we're going to actually be running a negative speed nature, no IVs, so that we always attack last, so that we can get hit down into our Focus Sash. And then, as we want to take as much damage as possible, we are just going to stick the rest of our EV points into special attack, because that way it won't matter at all. This way, we'll always get brought down to 1 HP, even from like the weakest of moves, essentially. And it should be really, really good. As for the last two moves, it really is up to you what you choose. I'm going to personally run Swords Dance in case we get a swap, in case there's a really obvious swap. They're afraid of this Pokemon for some reason. They want to keep their normal type alive, they want to keep their rock and steel type alive, they don't want to get hit by fighting type attack, that sort of thing. That way we'll be able to go for Swords Dance, get to +2, and then start doing the Copycat Reversal, and we can probably even sweep, which could be really fun. And I'm also going to run Crunch. That's because with Reversal, I obviously can't hit Ghost types at all. So Crunch is just there to let me hit Ghost types. So we're going to see how this goes. It could be interesting. Could be very, very interesting. So making a team around this is a little bit more difficult, because obviously we're not going to run a team that's going to help us bring this in as such. We're going to more focus on a team that has a defensive core that supports each other rather than supports this Pokemon, because its defenses aren't really there. So, a Pokemon that I kind of just want to use as a physical wall is, if I can find it, it might actually be an NU. No, I could swear it was in RU, could swear it was here. We can just look it up. I kind of want to use Probus, it's actually PU. God damn, okay. Well, I didn't realise that. And we're going to give it a Citrus Berry to get a large chunk of HP back, probably when we get taken down to Sturdy at some point. And we're going to be running Stealth Rocks, because the more support this Riolu has, the better. If they can take a little bit of damage on entry, that's good. We can give it Volt Switch, so we have a little bit of Switch Initiative on our cores, which is great. We're going to give it Power Gem for a little bit of attack, and this is really a choice, but I think I'm going to run Earth Power over Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon gets Stab, so it's a little bit stronger. However, Earth Power, for me, just seems like it's going to hit more effective types. Because at the moment, we couldn't hit a Steelix. We couldn't hit the majority of ground types, in fact, if we ran Flash Cannon. Admittedly, there's a chance that a Fairy type would come in, but to be honest, we kind of wall a Fairy type anyway. so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Unless it's a Grand Ball with Earthquake, that, and then yeah, you could argue you'd want Flash Cannon, but we're going to run Earth Power because it's my personal preference. Now we're going to be giving it max HP, max defense. Admittedly its special defense is a little high, but I want this physically defensive, and we'll put 4 points into there. We're going to keep it 248 HP though, because we want an odd number so you take less damage from Stealth Rocks. So we'll put 8 into your special attack, and we will make you a Bold Nature. You have very strong defense. It's your typing that lets you down, because you're Rock and Steel. So you're 4 times weak to ground, 4 times weak to fighting. And your nickname is going to be Mario, because let's face it, that is what you are. Now, we want a specially defensive counterpart to go with this. So, all I'm really looking for is something that's not weak to ground, not weak to fighting. Because they are the main things. If it could resist water as well, it would be very beneficial. So, I can already see Amoonguss. Amoonguss would be great. It resists the fighting, it's neutral to the ground, and it resists water. Blastoise can kind of be Assault Vest. That would be neutral to fighting, neutral to ground, but would resist water. Maybe not. Amoonguss looks a little bit better. But I'm not going to give up looking just yet. Hitmontop, I love the fact you have such high special defense, but your HP is terrible. You will never be a wall, sadly. Jellicent, immune to the fighting. Could be immune to the water, but is neutral to ground. And we have used Jellicent before, so I do want to kind of keep it new, so I kind of want to go with Amoonguss over that. We'll have a quick look down a few tiers, have a quick look at some stuff in NU. We could... Slowking, where's Slowking? Slowking UU or Slowking RU? Slowking is RU, so we could run Slowking, which would resist fighting, resist water. We'd have Regenerator, so does Amoonguss though. I think we're going to run Amoonguss. I'm going to stick with the first choice that we saw. And you're going to be called Pick Me Up. Because, let's face it, you're a Pokeball. That's all you are. Oh, I never looked to see what your shiny version was like. Gold. I like gold. We'll stick with gold. And you are blue. I don't want to go with that. We'll give you Black Sludge, because you're going to be a wall. You're going to need all the recovery you can get. That's why you can have Regenerator. We're going to make sure you're specially defensive. We're not going to be running your physical attack, although your physical attack is the same as your special attack, which I find really weird. It's pretty weird. It will give you 248 HP, 8 in your special attack. Now, we'll give you Giga Drain. Do you get Leech Seed? You don't get Leech Seed. Okay. You do get Spore. We'll run Spore, because Spore is great. I kind of want to run Sludge Bomb for your other stab, and have something to hit other grass types with. Now, do we run... It's down to whether I want to run Synthesis or Toxic in my mind. This is going to be a very standard set, no matter which of these I pick. Toxic would allow us to whittle people down, although if that was the case, we then wouldn't have any reliable recovery. If we go with Synthesis, we have reliable recovery, but we kind of have to rely on an opportunity to use Spore to get them to sleep. I think we're going to run Synthesis. I don't know if I want Spore or Toxic now. If we use Spore, we can always have an opportunity to swap out in something that checks it better than this Pokemon anyway, so we'll keep Spore. Spore seems like it'd be useful. Now what are we looking at? We have these two, which are special attackers. Our gimmick set is a physical attacker. I kind of just want a strong special attacker. What kind of types are we weak to? Do these have any real common weakness? Ground is a little bit of a problem, so we could try and look for something that gets rid of ground being a problem. Other than that, fire? Fire's a little bit of an issue. Basically, we're looking at we want a water type. What kind of water type do we want to pick up? Plus, water types are good because they only have 2 weaknesses as their default typing, because they're only weak to grass and electric, which are actually pretty checked by Amoonguss. So we're going to be pretty okay with that. Kabutops, that could be fun. That's weak to ground, we're not doing that. Sharpedo could be fun, because that's RU, that speed boost, that could be powerful. But we'll keep looking. Basculegion. Oh, adaptability Basculegion. That could be fun. Now, do we want red or blue? Honestly, there's no difference other than the look. So, blue, blue eyes, or we can run... You know, we're going to run blue. You're going to be called red versus blue. That's actually a really... I'm quite proud of that nickname. You're being red versus blue. Are you what happens if you're shiny? Your shiny's just, like, a little bit brighter. We'll roll with it. And we'll give you adaptability because it's an amazing ability. It really is. We'll make you choice banded. I'm pretty sure you get Aqua Jet. Okay, there's extra priority. That's good. You get Final Gambit. No, we're not doing that. You get some crazy moves though. You get Waterfall, which could also be fun. You get Superpower, which we are having no matter what, because that could be incredibly useful. And what are you walled by? Grass types. You're mainly walled by grass types. You don't get Ice Fang. That kind of annoys me. You do get Facade, which could be interesting. Your move pool is not as great as I thought it was, but we could give you Zen Headbutt. That doesn't sound like it'd be too useful, that really doesn't. I'd love for you to have Ice Fang, I really would. I think we're just going to go with Crunch in that case. That's just a backup move, and we're going to make you a fast physical attacker. Kind of once again, a standard, just basic attacking set, but you know what? We have all the gimmicks right here. We have all the gimmicks in God. God is going to do this. So I did say I wanted a special attacker, didn't pick one up. Okay, let's have a look. We could have Charizard. I don't know why that's all the way down to RU again. That was OU not so long ago, but no, we're not running that. I would really like a Fire type. I feel like that would give some great coverage onto the team. However, they're going to be weak to ground. We don't have anything for that. And I don't want to have a full team weak to ground. That would really suck. So let's look for a Fire type that isn't weak to ground at all. So like a Fire Flying type, or something along those lines. Fletchinder is RU. That's actually pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I quite like that. Oh, we don't have a lot of choices, do we? Okay. Houndoom is RU, which I would love to use. Typhlosion is RU, which I'd love to use. Oh, I'd really like to use Typhlosion. I really would like to use Typhlosion. However, that causes a few problems. That does bring the ground weakness, that doesn't give the best coverage, but it does hit hard. Or we could go with Houndoom, and we could run Flash Fire, and we could have an immunity to fire, which would be really nice. In fact, we can do that with either of these. Which of these two would I rather have? I'm going to look at their coverage a little bit. Okay, what do you have? You get Destiny Bond. That could be fun. That's not what we're going to go with. You get Hyper Voice, Nasty Plot, so you could set up. You get Sludge Bomb to hit fairies. You get Shadow Ball. Dark Pulse, so you have a secondary stab. You're also weak to fighting, which we already have a weakness to. You become neutral to Fairy, but that's not too much of an issue. We're not worried about Fairy at all. And then if we compare you to Typhlosion, Typhlosion gets Eruption, and that is really what I want. Yeah, I think we're going to go Typhlosion. I really want Eruption on this team. So we're going to run Eruption, we're going to run Lava Plume over Flamethrower, because I'd rather have the chance to burn, because that could be incredibly useful at times. If we can stop a physical attacker, we're good to go. We can give you Focus Blast, and we can give you Extra Sensory. That doesn't sound like a good plan. Instead of Extra Sensory, we're going to give you Hidden Power Grass, because that'll stop all the things you're walled by. And we're going to make you... Do we make you Choice Specs or Choice Scarf? If we give you Choice Specs, you will hit like a goddamn truck. You will probably one-shot a hell of a lot of things. And you have reasonable speed anyway. What kind of Pokemon are in IU? Do we have anything? What kind of speeds are you looking at? Excelgor, that's a problem. Aerodactyl's a problem. Ambipom would be a problem. Cinccino would be a problem. Dugtrio, Durant. Okay, you know what? There's actually quite a lot of fast Pokemon in this tier. We're going to run Choice Scarf. And we'll give you Flash Fire, because that is allowed now. And you need a nickname. I don't really have a nickname for this, so we'll just go with a standard nickname. You're going to be called Pyro. And I'm happy to have a Eruption user on the team. Now I'm running out of Pokemon that I really want to use. I would like something that gets either Rapid Spin or Defog. Either of those would be good. Braviary, do you get Defog? You're not... You do get Defog. Okay. I'm pretty sure any bird gets Defog, to be honest, so I don't know why I was really concerned. Fletchinder could have priority Defog. Eviolite, Flame Body, Fletchinder? That's 2 fire types. Stop that. No. But that does sound like a lot of fun. Uxie, do you get any... You seem like the kind of Pokemon that would get something really random like Defog. But no. You don't get anything crazy. I just want something bulky that has Defog or Rapid Spin. Something bulky. Something really bulky. Togetic. That is bulky in Special Defense. It could get Defog. I'm sure you get Defog. Yeah, you do. Now, would this... What kind of weaknesses would this bring? A Steel weakness? That is not an issue in the slightest. A Rock weakness? That's a bit of an issue. But we can work around it as long as we keep Basculin... You know what? Like, most of our team can deal with Rock types. Like, this entire half of our team can deal with Rock types. Electric, which we're not great with, but if we want a Flying Defog user, we're kind of going to have to deal with that. Poison, but that's not an issue at all. These two can deal with it. Our core can deal with that quite well. Ice, which we deal with surprisingly well. You know, yeah, we're fine with this. We're fine. Eviolite. And you are not having Hustle, not a goddamn chance. We're going to give you Serene Grace. You're going to run Defog. We could give you Ancient Power, which could be insanely funny. Because if we go Serene Grace Ancient Power, it's a 1 in 5 chance to buff all of our stats by 1. That could actually be insanely good. Don't know about that one though. You get Soft Boiled. Oh my god, yes. You get Tri Attack. Oh, you get Tri Attack. Let's have a look at what we can actually use with Serene Grace to benefit us a lot. You get Nasty Plot. Oh my god, you get all sorts of things. This could be great. God damn, we could run like Flamethrower, go with the 20% chance to burn even. Not 20, 15. I can't speak, god damn. Extrasensory would have a 20% chance to flinch. Body Slam would actually have a 60% chance to paralyze. That could be fun. Shadow Ball would have 40% chance to lower special defense. There are a lot of things that could work really well in comparison with this. In coalition with this, even, not comparison. Coalition? I'm just saying words. I'm saying random words. Rock Smash. That would be a 100% chance to lower the target's defense. That could be fun. Do you get anything to like buff your defenses? Like anything like Cosmic Power, Defense Cup? You get Defense Cup. Do you get Amnesia or anything like that? No? Okay. I think we're going to run Ancient Power. It just seems like it could be useful as well. And as a final move, I guess we should really give you Dazzling Gleam so you have some stab. We'll give you Dazzling Gleam. And we'll make you kind of just overall bulky rather than one particular stat be bulky. I'd rather you have some good just all-around defenses being buffed. And a name for a Togetic, I have freaking no idea. Jesus Christ, I don't have a clue. What the hell do you call a Togetic? Flying Blob? I mean, I have no idea. Just call you Bulkatron, because that's essentially what you're going to be doing. I don't know. I don't have a clue. We're going to try and even these defenses a little bit more as well. There we go. Look at, oh, you're going to be so bulky. You're going to have a ridiculous amount of bulk to you. Plus you're going to have soft-boiled. That is going to be fun. I like that a lot. Okay, so you still get a benefit there, you still get a benefit there. I don't know why I'm checking that, I'm pretty sure that stays. Your shiny version is really not that different, we don't need to keep that. So this is going to be our gimmick set team. Obviously the star of this team is going to be Riolu. We're going to see how we can make that work. I'm going to be trying really hard to get some good battles with this. Without further ado though, if you have enjoyed, leave a like down below, leave set suggestions down below. If you've got any more gimmick sets like this, Riolu, that you want me to try out, you may have to explain them in the comments. I should be able to get to it, but just in case, try and explain it to me. Without further ado though, leave a like down below and subscribe, and bye!